Hey, just so you know, when your boss mouths off, you can put him in a cage.
So this is a tomato cage. Welcome to Grow 365. And I want to talk a little bit about the tomato cages and how to make them. It's super easy, but some tools are easier than others. And so Josh is using a set of wire snips right here. There's technical names for it, but we just call them basically bolt cutters, wire snips, those kinds of things. Depends on what you're cutting. And maybe or maybe not, you're using it for the appropriate thing. But they cut through this really good. These are 6-foot cages or 12 square sections. And this is concrete reinforcement wire that's typically laid down right before they pour the concrete to help that out. But they make great tomato cages. And I really enjoy it because if you get them on early, you stake them into the ground, the plants grow up into it. You don't have to do a whole lot. And my plants will get big enough, they're gonna need something this size. So Josh, show them how easy it is to cut that, please.
Yep, so like Cayman mentioned, we just measured these out in 6-foot lengths, so that's roughly 12 squares. The 12 square ends here, and we're gonna cut it here just so we can leave these prongs. That way we can wrap it together and keep the cage together. But yep, just go like that. It's really easy. Now I've got the wire poking up behind me on my waist. That could be a problem. Go slow, don't cut yourself.
I could help if I wasn't in this stupid cage you put me in.
There, oh no, oh no. Well, crisis averted.
Yeah, thanks Dad for letting me use the Rhino, maybe for the last time. So now we have this cage, and it's probably a good idea to use a set of sunglasses or safety protection just in case you flip something into your eyes.
Like so.
That's what makes these so good, is it's not sending off a bunch of metal fragments and stuff. So now, how are we fastening it together, Jeff?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just bring it together. Now you want your prongs on the outside so that you can reach in and just pull it together. So prongs on the outside, reach in, pull it together. And just sew it up just like that from top to bottom.
As your boss, it's my job to tell you that you're supposed to be wearing safety gloves and safety pants and a few other types of safety things. This is not okay, Josh. Our company does not approve of these unsafe methods.
You can find me.
And, you know, don't do this, folks. Don't be a Josh. Be a Cayman. I'm not the safety police at all, but you do want to be careful. These cages are also nice that you can store them. There's pros and cons to everything. I think we're going to show you how to install it. It's best to do it when the plants are about 1 foot tall or smaller. Our plants are bigger than that because we just have too many things going on. But we're going to take a couple of these over and show you how we install one.
I'm hanging on for dear life. Don't let me die.
So we're heading down to this other plot and where our tomatoes are at. And the tomatoes are looking really good, but we really should have got this on earlier. The beekeeping season is always very intense, and everything has kind of revolved around what time was left after the bee stuff was taken care of.
Watch where you're going, sir.
Well, if you're wanting flat ground, you're in the wrong state, man.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, here we are.
That last little jolt was nice, thank you.
What little joke?
No, jolt, not joke.
Okay, I thought you were saying I was the joke.
Well, that too.
All right, so another Spam collar.
What's that Spam sushi they make in Hawaii?
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm talking about?
So check these plants out right here. They're really sprawling a lot. We would have liked to have gotten this on when they were 1/3 this size, just so that it's a little bit easier to put them in. We're going to be able to handle this. You can see where we have our main stalk down here, and they're sprawling out. And what we'd like the plant to be doing is going straight up into the cage. Some of this needs to be pruned off, and that's all right. We got to do some trimming, and it really won't set them back near as much as you think. But it would be better just to start them off in the cages. So Josh is going to bring one over, and we have to really be careful of the drip irrigation line. Dadgum, we forgot that, didn't we? We forgot the snips.
I can take it and go back.
All right, guys, go get the snips.
This is gardening though. You get down there and you forget something, you go back and you do it like 10 times. That buckwheat is looking awesome. There's actually sunflowers in there too. Hang on. Huh, now where did he put those? Cayman Reynolds. Found them. I found them. They were just hanging up here. Hello. Not super familiar with driving it. I'll admit that. Woo! Woo! Honestly, it's one of the best days we could have filmed on because, I mean, it's warm, but it's not that warm, and there's a cool breeze. You know, relatively speaking, for the south for June, it's a beautiful day. Probably won't get much more of this type of weather until fall. There's the bus, man. What is the name for these? I know that there's a name for them. I'm just blanking. Some men we are.
Snips.
Yeah, there you go.
That's just slang. Loppers, snips. There's bolt cutters.
They're like
metal
they're like
cutters.
a bolt cutter almost.
They are like a little nail cutter. I mean,
Yeah.
this wouldn't handle a very big bolt at all, but whatever it is, it works really good on this wire.
Where are we starting, Cayman?
I think we just go to this one over here.
Okay. I'd like our audience just to take note that one of us is dressed for summer and the other is not.
What were you thinking? It's not quite summer yet.
I'd like to know your theory on that one.
The 21st of June is technically summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we live in the South, sir.
Yeah. I mean, summer can happen anytime, basically. Okay, we ready?
Let's be serious. Get serious, Cayman.
So we're here in the tomato bed, and they're sprawled out all over the place because we didn't get the tomato cages on early. And I'm just here to tell you, go ahead, get your stuff prepped early, but sometimes things don't happen. We want to show that as well and be honest. We had a little bit of a delay on a few things and some new developments that we weren't expecting. This drip irrigation, I've never had it with tomato cages, and that's what I'm familiar with.
Or the plastic.
Or this type of plastic, right. And so one of the issues with staking this down is we got to make sure that we don't crimp our drip irrigation with the cage. I love the low maintenance of the cages. It's big enough you can reach in and grab a tomato, no problem. They do a good job supporting it, but the last thing we need to do is skewer or just shut off a line with the pressure of this. So what we're going to be doing is we have, if you've noticed, 2 rows here, one on this side and one on this side, and you have a plant here, plant here, plant here, and it staggers all the way down. That's to accommodate the tomato cages and also allow for more airflow. We'll be pruning these a little bit more, especially the lower growth. Airflow is really important for tomatoes, especially in a hot, humid environment, aka Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, Louisiana, all those places, because one of the biggest issues with tomato loss is the diseases and all the wilts and stuff. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. And having them sprawled like this is a good way to get that disease. So what I'm going to do right now, and Josh and I are going to work on this together, is I'm going to pull this plant together as much as I can. There's going to be some breakage, but we're going to need a prune anyways, and this will be okay. I would recommend doing this when the plants are about 10 to 12 inches in size, though, ideally. So these cages can accommodate this, and I'm just going to work my hand into the cage, and Josh is going to lower that a little bit, and just keep going and as I work my hands up through it, and maybe grab a plant or two. There we go. So that's most of the way down. Now our drip irrigation line is right here. And so what we would like to do is to pull it off as much as possible. So we could either go this way, but we'll be hitting that side, or we can just go all the way onto this one. So we're gonna pull it over here, and we are going to snip this section out.
You might need to turn it just a little bit so you got something to, because the seam is over here.
And so that the pressure won't be on that. So right there. Okay, that's one side.
And then right there.
And then we're gonna have to cut this section out right there as well.
I'll switch you places. Oh, there you go.
In the future, we're gonna do this a little bit differently. So this isn't so much of a problem, but this is just part of learning as you go. So now we can stake this down. We'll prune afterwards.
I have a knife. You want to cut that stake hole there?
Stake holder?
Cut the stake hole.
Oh, I just figured I'd just use my manliness and just be able to drive it.
Use your teeth, tear it open.
Sure.
You're right. You're right. It will go straight through.
We just want to make sure we don't hit that drip irrigation right there. I prefer to go this way.
Okay.
And we want to have this rebar or anything that you're using, if you're using a heavier thing like a T-post, we want to have it running alongside one of these ribs right here so that we can take some, you can use wire, you can use, oh gosh, I'm blanking right now. Gosh, Josh.
Zip ties.
Zip ties,
Yep.
Thank you. Gosh, Josh, that's a new saying. Here, hold that, please.
Oh, I have heard that one before.
Have you?
Yep. Many a time.
Just don't call me late for dinner. All right.
Don't kill me.
I still have more uses for you. I wouldn't ever do that.
Oop.
You'd be surprised whenever you get some strong winds and these tomatoes are coming out of these cages, how much wind that they grab. And so you got to really make sure that this is nice and secure. If we get this in about a foot into the soil, and then we tie that up really good, that's going to hold quite nice and make sure that our tomatoes and cages don't end up on the ground. So we'll get some zip ties, go like that, and the plant will start growing up through this. Occasionally, we'll have to maybe take a little bit of the tomato and throw it back in, but mostly these are pretty low maintenance. Just zip tie that up, run it up, and in the past, I've had them go out the top a foot and then come all the way back down to the ground. If you can keep them healthy from diseases and you can keep the fertilizer to them, keep them healthy, we're gonna have a lot of tomatoes. So this is an indeterminate variety. What are we working with here, Josh?
That is the, it says right there on the tag.
Oh, there's a tag?
Yeah, right there. There you go.
These are Super Fantastics.
Super Fantastics, that's right.
Boy, somebody was really creative with that name.
That took a lot of effort.
We'll
we'll see. We'll be the judge of whether or not they are super fantastic, won't we?
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm expecting fantastic results. Super fantastic results. All right, that's pretty much all there is with tomato cages, unless there's something else you have to add, Josh.
I think we've covered pretty much all the basics.
So they're simple, and that's what I like. Once you throw them in, you're good. Pull them out at the end of the season. And the dead growth that gets in the cages, to clean them out, a lot of times I just let it dry out. You can either pull it out, but if there's a lot of it, you don't want to fool with it, we just take a torch to it and it just burns. All right, if you have any questions about tomato cages, or if you have some suggestions, I'm always interested in learning something new, and we'll see you in the comments.